What's up guys, Uncle Couch here again, and today I just want to talk about the top 10 games that I think you should show a non-gamer that is always telling you that games are for kids. So I think we're all aware that some people especially who are non-gamers, are still having the stigma about gaming that it's just for kids, right? Now I just made this video to give you top 10 games that you can show that person that gaming is not only for kids. These games are mature, brutal, and basically not really for kids. Maybe for like late teens, it can be suitable for them. But anyway, without further ado, let's go to number 10. So number 10, it's the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection. So this game is from Naughty Dog, one of my favorite developers in the video game industry. So this game right here is for the PlayStation 4 and it contains Uncharted 1 to 3. If somebody tells you that gaming is just for kids, better show them here, and if they want to try to play a video game, you can tell them to start with the Uncharted series. The protagonist, as all we know, Nathan Drake right here, it's more of like Indiana Jones, but Nathan Drake is more mature and he's on a quest to find a treasure. So I finished Uncharted 1 to 4. I haven't played the spin-offs like the Uncharted Golden Abyss and the Uncharted with Chloe Fraser and another lady, I forget the name. But yeah, the spin-offs I haven't played it yet. But so highly recommended. So I highly recommend this to tell that person that gaming is not only for kids. Next one at number 9. This game is from Quantic Dream. And this game I have here is like a 2-in-1. So that's gonna be the Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls collection. So in this box there are 2 discs right here. This is the back of the cover. So it's a brilliant game, guys. I finished both games, Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. They're almost equally good, but I am leaning towards Heavy Rain if you want to be like a more mature, darker story. But either way you can't go wrong. You can tell your friend that if he wants to try video games that is not for kids, this is the way to go. Number 8. It's gonna be a game from Capcom. It's an adventure horror game, which is, you probably know what I mean. And this is gonna be the RE4 remake for the PlayStation 5. That is Leon Kennedy right here. So that's the backside. So yeah, obviously, if they're trying to tell you gaming is just for kids, let them try this one. I don't think they will be able to finish even an hour or 2 of this game because it's insanely brutal. Very mature themes, basically a zombie outbreak. I think the inspiration for the setting is in Spain, if I'm not wrong. But anyway, we all know that Resident Evil series is very mature and it's not suitable for kids. And it is rated 18 here. Peggy 18. So yeah, great game. Highly recommended to those people, again, that doesn't believe that games are not only for kids. So we're going to number 7. Number 7, again, is from Capcom. This is also a zombie shooter game. Adventure, like survival horror game, I'd say. And this is gonna be the Resident Evil 3 remake. That's Jill Valentine and Carlos, I forgot his last name, but yeah. Highly recommended. It's pretty much very similar to RE4 remake. But it's bloody, it's gruesome, terrifying, and a lot of jump scares. So highly recommended to your friend that doesn't believe that video games are not only for kids, but also for mature adults. So let's go to number 6. So number 6 is again from Capcom. I think you know the trend already, and that's gonna be the Resident Evil 2 remake. This is my favorite Resident Evil game ever made, and it is highly rated. But it's arguably neck and neck between RE2 and the RE4 remake. But RE4 remake is more like slightly higher acclaim on the review scores online. Anyway, again, I don't want to be like a broken record here. This is very mature, highly recommended to your friends. And if you want a lot of jump scares, this is gonna be the way. And also, in this game, Leon Kennedy is still a rookie, very young. So you should try this, and you should recommend this to whoever that person is that trash talks video games. All right. Number 5. This is from Sucker Punch, open world RPG, and it is based in Japan. And if you like samurais and all the ancient Japanese culture, this is gonna be the way to go. The brilliant Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima, it was actually gifted to me by my wife during Christmas. I love this game. I played the heck out of this game, and you are playing as Jin Sakai, this guy right here. If I'm not wrong, this is during the 13th century Japan. Ancient Japan, a very nice landscape, and definitely not for kids. It's PEGI 18, as you can see. And yeah, I would highly recommend this to somebody that is saying that video games are for kids. You know, it's not. Unless you're playing like Pac-Man, Super Mario, or like, you know, the cutesy art style games out there. If you want a brutal, realistic samurai game with rich storyline and breathtaking visuals, this is gonna be your game right here. And actually, this PS4 game, if you play it on PlayStation 5, it's gonna be automatically 60 frames per second as long as you install the updates. All right. Number 4. Number 4 is from a developer called Bend Studios for the PlayStation 4, and it's also an open world, a post-apocalyptic zombie game, and that's gonna be Days Gone. Days Gone right here, absolutely amazing game. Highly recommended for people doubting about video games being for kids. Now, this game, you are playing as Deacon St. John with your motorcycle. You can upgrade your motorcycle and improve its specs. Guys, the zombies here are really, really fast, really clever, so you have to be careful. And also Deacon's motorcycle, you can run out of gas in this game. So you have to go to the gasoline station, or you can pick up the red bottles containing fuel in order for you to continue riding your bike. Stunning game, highly underrated. I am hoping for them to make a sequel for this game, but you can recommend this to whoever's saying what they're saying. Now we're going to the final 3 on the list. Number 3, it's gonna be The Last of Us Part 1. That's Joel and Ellie, and as we all know, it has like an HBO TV series. Guys, this is my second best video game ever made. So this is not the original, it is the remastered version for PlayStation 4. I owned it back in the PlayStation 3, but I was a fool. I traded that game for another game, which is not that great. But anyway, I lost it. That's why I bought this copy of The Last of Us Remastered, and it's 60 frames per second in the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Nowadays, they have the remake of The Last of Us Part 1, and it has brilliant visuals and very crisp gameplay, very fluid in terms of character movements and mechanics. Anyway, I highly recommend this game for those people who are saying what they're saying. You know what I mean. Now, number 2. This game is made by Red Barrel Studios. If somebody's trash talking you, telling you video games are for kids, they will definitely change their mind once they play this game. This game that I have has 3 games in one box, and it's a horror game, terrifying. The part 2 of this game I haven't finished because I was terrified. And it is none other than Outlast Trinity for the PlayStation 4. It contains 3 games. Outlast Whistleblower, which is the DLC, and Outlast 2. This guy right here is the Outlast 2 main antagonist. So I finished Outlast 1 and Whistleblower DLC, but I quit Outlast 2 because it's just too dark. It plays with your mind, you know? You won't be able to sleep well at night. So yeah, highly recommended for those people who is, you know what I mean. Lastly, if all these 9 games doesn't convince that person that video games are not for kids, definitely this game, the first on my list, will probably make them change their mind. And that's none other than The Last of Us Part 2. That's Ellie. I think it also has a TV series in HBO, but I haven't watched any because I don't like the actress who played Ellie there. I'm just gonna stop in there. I don't want to say bad things about other people. So The Last of Us Part 2 by Naughty Dog. It's brutal. The story is amazing. To be honest with you, this is the most brutal, gruesome, violent game I've ever played in my life. And very dark story. It's still set in the post-apocalyptic setting. Yeah, basically every bit in The Last of Us Part 1, gameplay-wise, graphics, everything was polished in this game. Although I prefer The Last of Us Part 1 in terms of story, but this one in terms of brutality, mature rating, you know, not being for kids, this is top on the list. And I wouldn't recommend it for any young teenagers or any kids to play. Unless they are like under late teens. But I'm sure it won't happen. Kids nowadays, they sneak in their bedroom and then play whatever games they want to play. So hopefully these top 10 games will change their mind. That not all video games are for kids. I'll see you next time.